well as the Committee for the Promotion of National Religious Services. I'm not going to go through the full list of acknowledgements, but I must recognize Reverend the Honorable Jeffrey Mackenzie, Custis of St. Catherine, as well as his wife. And Custis Mackenzie is representing the Governor General today. I must also acknowledge the Honorable Carl Samuda, who is representing the Prime Minister. And of course, Senator Dr. Floyd Morris, who is representing the Leader of the Opposition. And of course, I must recognize my cabinet colleagues, because we sit in a room every Monday, and I must big them up today. And my junior minister, the Honorable Landa Terrella, new kid on the block, I must also acknowledge him. And I must acknowledge our host member of Parliament, Mr. Fitzjackson. Thank you for having us here. There are members of the diplomatic corps here that I just want to recognize, and our guest speaker, the Reverend Ordinary Jones. All other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to have you here this morning. So as we gather today to seek God's guidance, as we prepare to roll out the National Labor Day activities, I want us to recognize and appreciate the journey that has taken us to this place. Before I continue, I must recognize the councillors, Deputy Mayor and the councillors, ladies and gentlemen, because they are the ones on the ground. The observation of Labor Day is not simply concerned with the organization of physical, voluntary labor to undertake improvement projects in our communities island-wide. This year, we mark 80 years since the start of the movement for improved working conditions in Jamaica. It took tremendous fortitude to get us to this point, and I want us to exercise our minds and imagination. Just imagine what our forebears faced as they struggled for equality and basic rights under a system that was designed to extract and utilize their skills without reasonable returns. We pay homage to the brave men and women who led strikes and civil unrest across the country demanding better wages. The most outstanding of these was at Frome in Westmoreland, where a monument in respect of their efforts will be unveiled tomorrow by Minister Shaini Robinson. And Minister, I should be there with you, but I'll stay at Cabinet, and my junior minister will join you in the unveiling of this monument. So today, thanks to the work of Sir Alexander Bustamante and others, we have a plethora of trade unions that safeguard the rights of workers and ensure that pay and working conditions are at acceptable levels. While 1938 stands out as the start of the labor movement because of its more recent vintage, we should never forget the determination of people like Sam Sharp, Paul Bogle, Taki, and others who rose up against forced labor and helped future generations see that inequity in the workplace was unacceptable. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is why I feel extremely proud that I was able to lead the charge in Parliament to have them absolved from criminal liability for those actions that they took in the quest for a fairer and more just society. Their names have been cleared, and we stand proudly to recognize them. This Labor Day, we are once again seeking to level the playing field as we work to provide greater access to schools for the disabled and improve facilities at our health centers. Under the theme, Ramp It Up, Fix It Up, our schools and health centers, our responsibility, we will be undertaking 2 national projects. One at the Cumberland Health Center in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, and the other at St. Anne's Bay Infant School in St. Anne. Prime Minister will lead the project in St. Catherine, and the Minister of Education will lead the project in St. Anne. And in St. Anne, the Minister of Labor and Social Security, will join. Minister Reed there. And in St. Catherine, the Minister of Health, Dr. Christopherson, and the leader of the opposition is expected to join the Prime Minister, and of course I will be there. I must just pause to indicate that we have to specially recognize the fact that this whole inclusion of ramps for Labor Day came out of a motion that was moved by Dr. Floyd Morris. And then at Cabinet, the Minister of Education said, well, since you're doing the Labor Day project, I want you to include the ramps program. So of course, we knocked heads, and I came up with the slogan, ramp it up, fix it up. It has a nice rhythm, doesn't it? Ramp it up, fix it up. Ramp it up, ramp it up. And so, for the first time, Labor Day involves several ministries. Normally, it's my ministry where the Secretariat is located, along with the Ministry of Labor and Social Security and the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. But this year, we have the Ministry of Education involved, and we have the Ministry of Health. So within government, we have ramped it up. And so, all that is left for me to say to you is that I want you to also ramp it up by putting on your gloves, get your shovels and your paintbrushes, get out there, and you too, ramp it up. God bless you all. Thank you very much. At the end of our national religious services, and to thank the host church. But just before I make this presentation, I want to indicate that we were live on RGR and on TVJ. Don't know if you're aware of that. But the service was carried live. And I want to thank the JCDC for doing an excellent job in organizing these events. The directors are here and the staff is here. And to thank my colleague ministers who have joined in the effort this year with the National Labor Day program. I should mention that the Minister of Local Government could not have been here, but all the municipal councils are getting a subvention and allocation towards their National Labor Day projects, and we want to thank the Minister for that. In making this presentation to Pastor and members of the Portmore Holiness Christian Church, thank you so much for opening up your doors to us and helping us to give thanks and praise. I'm going to ask you to join me there for the presentation and to ask my cabinet ministers and the member of parliament, the host member of parliament, to join me and Pastor Bailey for this presentation.